So we're here at Angelica's Bistro in Redwood City, and we're here to celebrate Jen Aiden's #1 song, She Wouldn't Be Gone, which was recorded by Blake Shelton. This is Jen's first #1 hit, and it's pretty amazing. She's not long moved to Nashville, so what a great treat to be #1, have a #1 song.
First cut, first single, and it went #1.
That's amazing. So now this is, how long ago did you move to Nashville?
2 years ago.
Wow. Were you born in San Mateo? Or?
I was born in San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco. Okay.
And then we've lived in the same house all my life though, in San Mateo. So.
And so how long have you been writing?
Since I was 10. I started writing songs when I was 10 years old, and I didn't tell anybody because I thought it was kind of stupid. And so my parents found out at their 25th wedding anniversary. I wrote them a song and sang it at the
wedding anniversary and sang it there. And at that time, we said, we didn't know you knew how to sing or write music. And she said, yes, I've been writing for a long time now. I have over 150 songs written. And we were like, she said, I thought it was just a hobby, something you do like writing poetry or whatever. And I said, this is not a hobby, you know? And so that's when we first realized that she had this gift and this talent. And we
had to find someone that'll work with her to produce her music so we can hear it, put it in some type of format where you can play it.
And we had a producer, and he produced a bunch of my songs for me, and I entered contests, and I kept winning. And that's kind of what brought me to Nashville.
That's great.
It brought me to West Coast Songwriters. Well, it actually started because a friend of mine heard about this song contest on the radio, and it was for NSAI, which is an organization out in Nashville. And I was like, well, what other organizations are there out there? So I looked it up and found you guys and joined, and been a member for, I think, over 4 years now.
Yeah, that's right. And I see you everywhere. I mean, every event I go to, I see you. And so I know that you were not necessarily aiming for the Nashville market. So
I wasn't. I'm mostly a pop writer.
Right.
Pop rock. And
so does it surprise you that you ended up in Nashville?
Yes. It was very shocking. I went to Nashville a couple times and loved LA still, but loved Nashville because it was just so surrounded in music, and everything was right there, Music Row.
Right.
And so, you know,
because LA is so spread out.
It is. It's spread out all over. But I'm happy in Nashville. It's great.
And now, so since you had your #1 hit, I'm sure everybody's hitting you up to write with you now.
I am. I was telling my mom earlier, I'm booked writing-wise through June right now, with writing appointments, even on weekends.
Wow.
So I'm trying not to overbook myself. I have a song plugger, Antoinette, actually, Olson, and so she's
telling me. It's a West Coast Songwriter person transplant?
Yes, yes. That's how I met her. It was through West Coast Songwriters.
Right.
And now she's plugging for me.
That's great.
But she got mad at me because I was overbooking myself. I was writing like 3 times a day, and she's like, "No, you only need to write once a day because you're gonna get tired."
Burn out.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn out. And
so what do you think what were the elements of making the hit song?
We mostly just wrote what we loved and what sounded good and whatever flowed. And I was telling people when Corey and I wrote it, it sounded like a domino.
Yeah.
Whatever a domino sounded like, that's what the song sounded like, because it almost wrote itself because it was so easy, and it was so, the pictures almost painted themselves, and we just kind of wrote whatever came out of us.
Now, are you more primarily a lyricist or a musician?
Mostly lyricist.
Yeah.
I could do melody.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to play guitar. I only know how to play one song on guitar, and that's my song.
There you go. Hey, maybe we can get you up here tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I have a guitar,
okay.
maybe.
What first brought you into, this contest brought you to Nashville, is that what you said?
Yeah, well, Jeffrey Steele
that's right,
had a contest. It's called Songwriter Boot Camp.
Yeah.
And it was the first year he did it. It was in 2006, and I entered it, and I won. And so I got to go out to Nashville and work with him. And
he's an amazing writer.
He loved my music, thought I was really talented, and he's like, you need to get your butt to Nashville.
So I read that you pitched the song a number of times without response. Is that
I
true?
did. As soon as we got the demo of the song, I was pitching it around town, different publishers, and everyone's like, well, it's not a very strong song. I can't really hear it on the radio. And I was like, well, okay. And then Corey calls me one day, and he goes, because Corey's trying to be an artist too, and he said, I'm sorry you're not going to get your first Corey Batten single. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. Why? And he said, well, some guy named Blake Shelton wants to cut the song.
So what advice would you give somebody that's starting out as a writer?
Join West Coast Songwriters.
Oh yeah, hey.
No, I'm serious. Like, that's what I tell everybody. I was like, join an organization, whether it's if you're in California or wherever, just join an organization because they're going to give you a lot of the contacts. I got most of my contacts from you guys.
Right. What's your thoughts for your future? What's your direction now from this point?
I just want to keep writing.
Yeah.
And I don't just write songs. I also write a lot of screenplays and children's books, and I want to be able to eventually pursue those as well.
Wow.
So, but right now, I just want to keep writing as much as I can and keep getting songs out there. So I'm really excited about that.
So we're looking forward to hit number 2, hit number 3, hit number 4, hit number 5.
Exactly.
So I'm so excited for you. I mean, this is pretty amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. So congratulations. What a great job, number 1. And she's up for her next one. It's coming up soon. So
All because of West Coast Songwriters.
Pay attention. Coming up soon. Second number 1.